basically ever in Essex there's like a drug or gang related issues that are going on. You see deals just going on when you're walking home.
County lines is a way that people sell drugs. So yeah, that actual phone, which is the actual county line.
Try and set you to sell drugs or transport drugs from like one place to another.
Where people get younger people to sort of like run drugs for them.
The phone is like the actual way of communicating with the drug runner from like whoever's telling them to do this. It's like the way they trap you, and so you're kind of stuck in this area, so they can always know where you are, then you have to do more work for them.
Like the appeal of the money is definitely a big thing. Anyone of my age, if you give them money for doing something that's relatively easy, like they're going to want to do it, because you just have to like cycle on your bike and meet someone. And
they'd be asked to send packages up to a different area in Essex. Boys, they groom them with, you know, being a rapper, being part of the family, being protected, and with girls it's more objects, money.
A lot of boys like buy chains as their first thing, like they'll buy a chain that they'll wear from their drug money. Or they buy like new shoes or new tracksuit or things that, you know, they just wouldn't be able to afford before. Got some mates who sell drugs for older brothers, or a mate will give drugs to them and get them to deliver it places and then give them money after that. I mean, they are basically being exploited, just don't realise it.
I think after a while they just perceive it as normal. I feel sorry for them personally, because a lot of the time it's not their choice. A lot of the time they're pressured into it.
They'd say, look at what we've done for you, now you need to do something for us. And the drug running would get even more serious.
When he called me a couple of months ago, he told me that if there was like an order from someone off maybe like Instagram through phone calls or something, he'd be the one to go and deliver it to them. He said that he felt trapped and that he wanted to get out of it. He felt isolated from everyone, and he felt that he couldn't really open up to anyone because they'd been telling him he can't be like seen speaking to me anywhere, otherwise someone from the gang will probably like scout him and then tell him off. So I just think it's just the fact that he just feels like kind of scared and like he doesn't really know what to do.
So boys, it's definitely like frontline stuff, like dealing, stuff like that. It's not like a girl won't go for a guy because they're in a gang or something, but it's kind of like a bit of a status thing, I guess. It's almost like a protection for them as well, if they have a boyfriend who's in a gang. I've got a friend who sells pills for her brother because her brother knows that she's less likely to get stopped because she's a girl. Like on the street, they stereotypically look for a boy. When someone is older than you, you kind of feel like you have to do stuff for them. Because you know, like your parents tell you it's not right and you know it's not right. She seemed really moody and just like less talkative. So I was like, what's up? But I just really wanted to know like what was wrong with her. And when she dove up to me, I was like, okay, like it's obviously not right what you're doing, but I understand why you're doing it and I'm here to support you through it. So like if she's going out, I always try and make sure like another friend's with her. True friendship is just kind of supporting each other and you don't have to do anything for it in return. It's just kind of, you know, like I'll look out for you if you look out for me. You don't have to do anything for it.
We used to always hang around together, always be at the park, always at the field, going places in town. And then after a certain amount of time, he started like more isolating himself and he wouldn't really talk to me as much. Now he started to act different in lessons. He quite often brings like drugs into school, or he'll have alcohol in his drinks and stuff like that.
It's just a normal day, really, innit? Like, you'd be chilling with your friends, going to the park, playing PlayStation, smoking weed. It's just the same thing. That, like, the only difference is you're just going to meet these people, innit? When my one get caught, it's like, he's off guard. The way the police come to you, they act as you're the worst criminal ever. So you're thinking, really and truly, like, you're just confused. You're asking as if, what am I doing wrong here? Like, and then you realise, oh, then it takes a second to realise, oh, yeah, shit, at least that whole time, the stuff you've been doing is actually a whole crime. Like, but where you've been so normalised and thinking, like, this whole thing is that it's just like norm, you forget that it is actually a crime. Now when you've gone to the cells and you're thinking, oh yes, like is it really like worth the whole thing? I just thought it was a short-term thing. It's only because I was in that situation at the time. The only way I'm going to be actually surviving and not relying on people and doing my own thing and whatnot was be if I just, you know what I mean, just got by the way I got by. My cellmate as well, they put me next to a crackhead, so I'm thinking, what, like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking, how am I going to be next to a crackhead? And the guy's pissing right next to you, or you're, you know what I mean? Just, this ain't the way you're afraid of, especially if you get slapped for 4 years, the whole thing. You're thinking, by the time I'm 24, when you come out, you've got nothing in it.
You've got to have something to do, really, so you don't have the chance to get trapped. You're always doing something.
When you're dancing, it just sort of like you feel a bit free and you don't have to worry about anything else. And it really helped me because of school and exams and all of that. It was a really good way to let all my emotions out.
It relieves me of stress. If I've had a bad day at school, I'll come up here and I'll take that out on the bags. Education
is kind of like your door to getting out of here, and like there's two ways you can get out of a town. Just literally up and leave and be like broke and whatever, or like work hard at school, have that platform to project yourself higher.
Cry is probably one of the biggest things for me, because when I was in school, like in secondary school, I didn't really get on with the teachers and stuff. Whereas in Cry, I got on with everyone here and like, I could sort of just express myself how I am.
So like I really wish my friend could find football again, because it'd give him like a better outlet to become closer with his friends.
Growing up in Essex gives you a kind of grittiness, which gives you that Essex girl stereotype, like, yeah, you will stand up for yourself. And seeing that kind of stuff on the streets, you kind of have to like have a headstrong persona about you and just being like, well, you know something's not right, you need to say it.